Hello everyone, this is Gary from SocrPro, and today I'm going to run you through a fairly typical scenario where a player will request a game video from the person who took the video so that they can make a highlight video or a touch video and add it onto their player's page very easily. So to do this, I'm going to use two different accounts in two different browsers. So you'll see me bouncing between Firefox and Chrome. Now, when you're working with SocrPro, the best browser to use is Chrome because that's what it's optimized for. Programmers always make programs dedicated for Chrome. Therefore, they just tend to work better when you're using Chrome. So to begin with, I'm going to act as the player and I'm going to send a message asking for the video. So I'll just come into the messages section, click on compose. I'll select who I want to send the message to. And you'll see it pre-populates over here in message to. Put in my subject line. And then just enter my message. Click submit. And it's done. It's basically as easy as sending an email, except everything is contained within the system. Now, in my account, I'm going to refresh the page. And you'll see I get this notification that I have a new message. This will also send the notification through my mobile app. So if I'm not in front of my computer, I can still access all the functionality of SocrPro through my mobile app so I could send this right away without delay. So let me come in, read my message, and you can see who it's from, what the subject is, the date it was sent. And we'll just open this up. And please share the video. Okay. And now I'll just come into my media section. Click on the share button. And I have different options. I can share it with anyone. And this is usually more for people viewing the video. I can email them, I can send it to a user, I can send it to one of my groups, or through social media. In this case, I'm going to send it to an individual user. Again, I go through the whole search process. I just put in the name and it pulls up all the people that could be likely recipients. And that's all there is to it. Now this video has been shared and Gabrielle will have full access to use this video as though it were her own video. So let's go back into her account and see what it looks like now. Again, I'm going to refresh the page and she has two notifications. One is the message that I sent to her. And I'll just mark this as read. And I also have a notification that someone has shared a video with me. Now, I didn't need to send that message. I could have just sent the video, and she still would have received the notification telling her that she has the video. This notification gives you two options. You can either click this link to watch the video, or you can click this link to go into the shared media section where the video resides. In this case, I want to make a highlight video, so I'm going to go where the video resides. You see it's right here now. Shattuck, St. Mary's. It's under my shared video section. And to make my highlight video, all I have to do is click and put it into the editor. Okay, now I can start to create my highlight video. Now, for the sake of brevity, I'm going to be bouncing in and out of this recording because I don't want you to have to watch a 90-minute game just to learn how to create a highlight video. But before I get started, there's a couple of key things I want to show you. So I'm going to bounce back into my media section. I'm going to come up into help videos. And what I want you to see is this hotkey PDF. Because I like using the hotkeys when I'm editing a video, and one of the things that is very, very useful to me is to use the fast forward button. So you see here we have fast forward, it's the V button, and the space bar is the stop button. So what I'll do is I'll actually go through in fast forward motion to reduce the amount of time it takes me to create this highlight video. And I don't go through at a blazingly fast speed, but I go through at about double speed, and of course that reduces my time by about half to create one of these videos. Now, you could do the fast forward in the editor itself. You can use these buttons here. Slow motion, fast motion, rewind, bounce back 5 seconds, play. But if you like using the keyboard like I do, this hot sheet will help you along and give you some handy buttons to use to make your highlight creation easier. All right, let's go back into our editor. I'm going to start the button and I'm going to put it in fast forward. Now, the more times I press the V button, the faster it will go. But I find if I go too fast, I miss too much action. Of course, if you're a goalie, well, going through very quickly makes it easy because there's only a limited number of times when the goalie actually touches the ball. So if you're making a goalie highlight video, you can blaze through it at a very high speed. Again, if I want to go faster, I click this multiple times, or in my case, I'm using the V button and I just click the V button multiple times. So I go through very, very quickly. I'm going to pause the video now, but I'm going to come back when I have a highlight that I want to record and show you how simple it is to create the highlights within these videos. Now, I've come to a point in the video that I want to save as a highlight video, but let me go through it and show you just a couple tricks on how we make it very easy for you to create these highlights. So as we play, now I see a play that I want to record, so I'm going to hit my space bar, or I could have just clicked this button here, but I'm going to use my hotkey and use the space bar. But the play has already gone through, so what I need to do is I get to click this handy little 5-second back button. And now the play goes back 5 seconds to make it easy to get to my desired start point. And, well, right about there, but I went too far, so I'm going to come back again. Hit 5 seconds back. And right here, I want to start the video. So I'm just going to come over here, click on highlight. And I'm also going to add a focus animation because what I want is for the person to be able to know where to look, and I want to direct their eye to the specific point of action. Otherwise, they're going to miss the whole highlight. So I'm just going to click the focus animation, and it puts this nice little highlight circle into the video. And I can change the size and arrange it, move it where I want it. What's going to happen when this video plays is that the video will pause automatically at every one of these focus animations. It will pop this little circle into the video, and then it will start up again so that the person knows where to look. So the process is very simple. They watch the video, it pauses, the circle pops up, the video restarts, and of course the circle disappears. Now I'll continue playing the video. And that's basically the end of the highlight. So if I want, I can just take this and bring this right back and keep this one short and crisp. And that's all there is to it. Now what I'm going to do is continue adding additional highlights, and at the end, I'm going to show you how to combine all these together into one nice little highlight video. And now I'm going to repeat what I just showed you and add my second highlight into this video. So I'm going to click on highlight, play the video, and now I'm going to add my focus animation. Let it continue to play. And I'm going to stretch this one out just a little bit more to make it longer than the 10-second default. Every time you put a highlight into your video, it's going to default at a 10-second segment. Again, you can make that shorter, you can make it longer, or you can just leave it at the default to suit the needs that you have for your video. And now I'm going to add my third highlight into this video. But this is going to be the last time I show you this because, well, after showing you 3 times, it's the same steps. Hit the highlight button, add the focus animation, stretch it or shrink it, and then keep on going. Now, the next time I come back into this video, I'm going to show you how we add the transitions to make this a more appealing video, and then I'll show you how to do the final rendering and the sharing. So stick with me. I'm going to add this highlight in, and then the next time I see you, we'll move on to new things. I'll come back 5 seconds to get to the right spot. And I'm going to start it here. Put in my focus animation. Keep on going. And I'll stop the video there, and I'm going to shrink this one back down. All right, let's keep going then. All right, I'm back. So we're at the end of our video, and I've put all the highlights in, and you can see that in almost every highlight I put 1 or sometimes 2 focus animations in there, because again, soccer fields are big and people need to know where to look in order to see the action. Now, what I can do is I can add transitions to each one of these, because to me, it doesn't make sense or it's confusing to watch when I'm watching a touch video and I can't see where one video stops and the next one starts. So all you have to do in our system is come into options, and I'm going to put in highlight transitions. And now you see down here graphically, a highlight transition was put in on every single one of these highlights. So you see you have an intro and an outro highlight, and it was done automatically on every single one of them. So when this video gets put together, it'll be looking real nice because it'll have a transition, a fade in, fade out transition in between each one of these little touch clips. Now, if I wanted to, I could put a fancy intro and a fancy outro into this video, but I typically don't do that when I'm just making touch videos for consumption by the college coaches. This video is going to go up on a player's page, and college coaches don't need to see an intro every single time they're watching a game. To respect their time, I want to get them through these as quickly as possible. Now, there is another way that you can make a touch video, and that's by using tags. So if I came in here and I hit tags, you see here we have the tag for touch. So you could go through, and instead of putting this highlight in here with the focus animation, you could do the same thing by putting in a touch tag. And when the coach were to play the game back, all you would have to do is use the jump button and jump from tag to tag to tag and get all the way through the video. There are advantages to both styles of videos, and I'll show you how to make a touch video in a future video, but for the purposes of this video, we've used the highlight style so that a coach can passively watch it without having to hit the jump button. All he has to do is hit play, and everything is done for him. So to finish this video and make it ready for the players page upload, all I have to do is come in, and I'm going to create a highlight video. I've spoken about highlight segments in the past. Remember, if I create highlight segments, each one of these little highlight clips is going to get saved as a separate video. Again, those have a purpose. For example, if you want to shoot a all-season type of highlight, or if you just want to send a single segment, there's a lot of things you can do with this. But if you want to make one video where all these highlight segments are brought together as one continuous video, what you'll do is you'll select Highlight Video. And it's saving your project. Remember, your project is being saved continuously as you're updating it. If you ever lose your connection, you won't lose all of your work. But we give it one last save before we leave this screen, just to make triple sure that nothing is lost. And now I'll just name my highlight video and then save it. Now this video is being rendered into one cohesive video, and if I wanted to, I could continue doing work on this project. I could do additional things to this project. I could make a coach's video. I could do whatever I wanted to this project, and it won't affect the video that I just created. But in this case, I'm done. All I have to do now is wait for the video to get completed, and when it's done being rendered, it will show up here. Just going to refresh my screen, and you can see that this video is in process. And when the rendering is done, you'll see a check mark, And then I will come back and show you how to take this touch video and add it into the player's page. All right, I'll see you in just a few minutes. As you can see, my video has now completed its rendering, and now all I need to do is add this into my player's page. So I'll come over here to the player's page icon, and up here to Manage Videos. I'll click on Highlight Videos, and I will add this to my page. And to set the order of my videos, all I need to do is click on the video that I want to arrange, and then drag it into its desired position and drop it. Now, one thing you'll see is that this is a different color than this. And we have our key down here, public video, not public video. Well, for my players' pages, I always make them public because I don't know who is going to be looking at this players' page, and I want to make sure that they get to watch every video that I load onto this page because I'm using this for college recruiting purposes. All I have to do is update the video permissions by clicking this icon, and I'll change this to public so that anyone can view it. Save it, and now let's go back to our players' page. Manage Videos, and you'll see that all the videos are now public. So let's go take a look at what the players page now looks like so you can see the updated version of this players page. And here it is. Shattuck St. Mary's is now my primary video, and then this has been relegated to the first video of the related videos. And you'll notice that this order exactly matches the order in my Manage Videos section. Naturally, down below I have all the other information about my player and college info, search tags. And remember that this area here is really a free-form area. You can put anything you want in here. This could be longer, shorter, it can not exist. You could put all sorts of things in here because there's always something unique about every single player. So we wanted to make sure that you had the ability to put any information you wanted that you thought college coaches or just the general public would be interested in learning about you as a player. So this is all you need to do to create a video, add it to a player's page, and get this out to the world. Have a great day now. This is Gary from SocrPro, helping you become better players that win more games. Bye now.